Hi, I've got here the brand new John Lennon Gimme Some Truth 9 EP vinyl box set that's coming out for Record Store Day 2023 on the 22nd of April. I would like to thank the Lennon estate who unexpectedly sent me this for review. They have not told me what to say at all. I'm free to give my honest opinion on this, but I'm very grateful to them for sending me it. I'm going to get this open in a moment. I'm going to show you what's inside here. I'm going to show you how it compares for size for your shelves with previous John Lennon boxes. I'm going to show you how it comes packaged, because I think on a premium expensive set like this, it's important to know that it's going to be packaged well. And I will let you know how you can buy this if it's something that you're interested in. This is going to be the first of my Record Store Day 2023 videos, because we are about a week away now from the big day where I will certainly be queuing up early to try and get the Paul McCartney Red Rose Speedway Half Speed Master vinyl. I'm hoping to get the Ringo Stop and Smell the Roses vinyl and potentially CD as well if they have it in stock. So please join me for that. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and you will more than likely see that video when I do it. But let's get this opened up and I'm going to show you exactly what's inside. So I said I'd show you the packaging, and the only reason I'm doing that is because it is such a premium product. I think it's important that you know that it's being transported well. So this is my box. I'm very happy with that sticker there. Excellent, lovely. But this is going to be the same packaging that it will go to your independent record store in, and then it's up to them whether they sell you it directly in the box or whether they take it out of the box and hopefully look after it properly. But yeah, this is intended to be sold in independent record stores. There's not going to be any Amazon links here or anything. So if you're interested in this box set, get in touch with your preferred independent record store and see if they're able to get you a copy of this. They may well have some ordered in already for Record Store Day. They might be able to order some additional ones in. But you'll see when I open this up, it comes very well protected in this sort of, it's not polystyrene, it's like a styrofoam kind of thing, but very, very well protected. That lifts out and the box is in there. So it's really, really well protected is how it is delivered to the record stores. So before I get all these records out and show you exactly what's in here, and before I listen to it and see how the sound compares to the 2020 Gimme Some Truth box set, let me just tell you a little bit about this. So there have been 1,500 copies pressed worldwide of this. My number, for anybody who's remotely interested, is 126. Hopefully you can see that there. And it's obviously very stylized white box set, very lovely looking thing. The Lennon camp are going to be auctioning some of these to raise money for the War Child charity, so I expect if you keep an eye on John Lennon Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. social media accounts, you would no doubt hear all about that if you're interested in that. But yeah, 1,500 copies worldwide, and this is based on the remixes that came out in 2020. It's the same remixes. It's been mastered for this particular box set by Alex Wharton. Now, I had a look at Alex Wharton's credits. I went through some of my box sets just to sort of give you an idea of some of his previous work. I took some notes of what I saw in my boxes. Alex Wharton was responsible for remastering the Paul McCartney Flaming Pie archive, quite a lot of the Pure McCartney, the Red Rose Speedway archive, Wildlife archive, Flowers in the Dirt archive, and quite a few more. He also did the analogue and vinyl mastering for the original Gimme Some Truth in 2020, and he did the vinyl mastering for the Plastic Ono Band Ultimate Mixers box set that came out in 2021. So very good track record there. These are at 45 RPM, these EPs. So the original Gimme Some Truth and this, same track listing, same mixes, 36 songs. So there are 4 songs on each EP that I'm going to show you on here, but these are at 45 RPM. Now, 45 RPM is supposed to be better sound quality than 33. I did some Googling to check that, and there certainly seems to be a lot of articles backing that up, but we'll see when I play these shortly. So let's get some of these out of here and we'll see what's in there. So there we go. I think you just need to loosen them out a bit. So let's get the first one out. So I hope that the camera is going to pick up some of the effects on this and the writing on this, because it's very white, but you can see there the picture of John Lennon. Looks a lot like Sean Lennon on that photograph, really does. And you can see, can you see the track listing on the back there? It's very faint. You can see it a lot easier in person than I think you probably can on camera. But for example, this is Instant Karma, Cold Turkey, Working Class Hero and Isolation. So this is nice. So I would suspect then that each disc is going to come in one of these covers, which is very nice. You don't get these often, but when you do, you know that it's a product that's had some care put into it. So this is side A, and I'm going to see how this comes up on camera. I'm going to try and get you some good views of this. So it is difficult to see, but it's a lovely piece of white vinyl, is that. So I suspect that these are probably all going to be very similar, but we'll have a look. So that's disc 1, very nice. Okay, let's get some more of these out and have a look. Is there going to be differences? Okay, so it's going to be the same cover on each one. You can see, again, can you see there the track listing? Hopefully. It's quite difficult to see on camera, but again, you can actually see, it says, well, I say you can actually see, there is a number 2 there that you can see quite easily in person, so it tells you that it's disc 2. So this is a very nice package. It's obviously a premium package. You know, this when this was first announced, it was suggested that this might be retailing for up to about £500 in UK money. Don't know what that equates to in other currencies. It since looks like that's actually going to be a fair bit less than that, but this has been designed for Record Store Day, for independent record stores to benefit from that high price. So if you do see it cheaper, it's probably just that the record store themselves have decided to sell it at a lower price. But I have no issues at all with boxes like this, premium box sets, limited edition box sets, when the music's available elsewhere for basically anybody who wants it. And Gimme Some Truth, it wasn't a limited edition set originally, so you know, anybody who wanted to purchase that has had the chance to do that. So this isn't exclusive music content, so, and I think that's a good thing. If it was exclusive music content in something like this, I'd be a bit annoyed. But the fact that it's all stuff that's available on Gimme Some Truth, I think is a good thing. So it's available to those that want it, but nobody's missing out on the music because you've got it all on here. So I'm going to show you how it compares to the original Gimme Some Truth vinyl set in terms of size. So let's put those alongside each other. You can see, because the new box has got more vinyl discs in, it's actually thicker. I will show you it on the shelf as well in a moment. It's a lot closer in size to the Gimme Some Truth CD box. So if I just show you these alongside each other, very, you know, it's not much different at all in terms of size, just a little bit bigger than that. So it would look nice alongside the Lennon Ultimate Mixers CD boxes. I think it is the nearest thing that it compares to there. So we've got all those discs. We have also got in here, can you see, let's just see, it's this is not the easiest video to make when it's all white, but I assure you it's a lot easier to see in person. So there is there a white stylized copy of the message that John sent to Her Majesty the Queen, returning his MBE in 1969 in protest at Cold Turkey slipping down the charts and the situation in Nigeria. And again, white stylized. These are images that I know are in the main Gimme Some Truth 2020 box, but again, it's all this sort of very stylized white versions of it. I'll try and get you some close-ups there so that you can see this. So there's a nice booklet there, and in the original 2020 Gimme Some Truth there was a large poster of John. Oh, there's some extra bits in there. Let me just make sure that I'll show you those in a moment. There was a large poster of John. There is also the large poster here, but it's white, of course. Let's try and I don't know how well this will pick up at all, but you can probably see that, again, it's much easier to see in person rather than on camera. And on the back there is a very kind of similar white image of the bedding there, which hopefully you can see. Again, it's quite tricky. It is a beautiful looking thing. It doesn't necessarily lend itself to showing on a YouTube video, which is quite difficult for that. We've got Gimme Some Truth sticker there. This is the same kind of stuff that's in the original box. A postcard of that letter to the Queen returning the MBE, and a postcard of John and Yoko in a meeting there. Again, it's easier to see in person, and it looks really classy in person. So I do like that quite a lot, even though I might be struggling to actually show you it properly on here. There's your side spine. I don't think I showed you that. Again, Gimme Some Truth, John Lennon on there. So that's nice. So I am going to play some of this now, compare it to the 2020s, and let you know what I think about the sound quality. Okay, so I've just had a play of several key tracks on here. Very interesting for a couple of reasons that I'm going to go into. First of all, I just want to talk about the track listing for this set, because it's 36 songs. It's covering the kind of full length of John's solo career, and it's largely in chronological order. So it starts with Instant Karma. It moves right through the years, right through to the 1980 tracks, but it finishes with Happy Christmas, War Is Over and Give Peace a Chance. So it sort of goes off chronological track at the end there. That's the same in the 2020 Gimme Some Truth box set. So I've just been comparing some songs on the new box to the 2020 vinyl box. Now, what I need to add is I've not heard this set before on vinyl at all. I only ever had the CD box, so this vinyl box is new to me as well, this being the 2021. So my opinions up till today of the Gimme Some Truth of the remix have been based on the digital version, and I've always enjoyed it, but it's been sort of knowing in there that it's a big bold digital mastering of these new remixes. And it kind of hits you in the face. The vinyl versions have been very interesting, both of them in fact, because I started off with, I wanted to play Love, purely because there's so many such quiet parts in that song, and I wanted to see sort of how it would cope with the stereo cranked up, playing something that starts off and ends very quietly. I started off with the new version on here. Sounds lovely, sounds completely different to the CD set. It's got, it's a cliche, but it's that vinyl warmth. It really sounds a lot more like you would. It's clearly the remix, John's voice brought to the fore, and it clearly has been remixed, but it's got more of a feel of the 2010 remasters about it compared to the CD version. And I found that as well with the 2020 mix, but a little less so. It was almost like you've got the big bold CD version. The 2020 vinyl is kind of dialed down and sounds a bit more sort of vinyl warmth, and then this is even a little bit more so than that. So I found that on Love. I then played God, just because I think that's one of the standout tracks on the CD version that I was familiar with. And again, it doesn't have on vinyl the same obviousness of being a remix. It still sounds great. John's voice is to the fore, but it doesn't sound to me like a brand new modern remix. It sounds more faithful to the original, but while still being a remix. So that's got to be a difference in the way that it's been mastered for vinyl compared to CD, but I really enjoyed that. I then wanted something with a little bit of punch, something a bit poppy, so I went to Dear Yoko towards the back of both sets, and that sounds superb on both vinyl sets. It really does sound great. The bass really sort of cuts through nice, and I was getting some real good bass vibes in this room from that. and also the hand claps that are throughout the song were just a lot more pronounced in the mix. But again, it's not that big, bold, digital type of remix like you get on the CD set. It's much more kind of refined in a vinyl way. I mean, that sounds a bit sort of woolly and whatever, but that's the best sort of description I can come up for it. It sounds much more faithful, and to be fair, as did the 2020 vinyl version. So yeah, it sounds really nice, really pleased with this. 45 RPM, because there's only 2 tracks on each side, the needle is not getting anywhere near as close to the centre of the disc, so on 45 you've got much less chance. You're not going to get any inner groove distortion that you might get on a 33, where the music's going a lot further into the grooves. So I really enjoyed the sound of this. So this is how it compares on the shelf. On the right hand side there, you've got the brand new box. On the very far right hand side, next to it is the 2020 Gimme Some Truth vinyl box. And here's how it compares on a shelf if you put it next to the John Lennon Ultimate Mix CD boxes. You'll see they're just a little bit taller and sticks out just a little bit more. So I'm really happy to have this. I want to thank the Lennon camp again for sending me this, and actually this as well, the 2020 version, so that I could do a vinyl comparison. It's really appreciated. This is obviously a premium product. It's not something that they expect everybody to want to go out and buy, and I think, like I say, it's really good that it doesn't have extra musical content compared to the 2020 version. So I hope that nobody who misses out on this feels too aggrieved about that, because you've still got the music if you've got the Gimme Some Truth set. There's a nice little bonus at the end of this, at the end of the last disc. You've got John, Yoko repeating in the run out groove. So that's a nice touch to have. So thank you very much for watching this. Like I say, I'm going to be doing other Record Store Day videos on the 22nd of April when the shop's open, and I can hopefully get McCartney and Ringo products that are on offer on that day, so please stick with me for that. Yeah, loving this. I'm going to go and play this some more tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye.